What's up, everyone? Weekly Dama News is back. It's been, again, a bit. How you all doing? Kendertainment, MJ right here. We're going to be going in through what has been happening within the past week or two in the Dama world. There's been a lot that's been going on. I've been busy myself with things outside of kendama as well as inside of kendama. How y'all doing today? If everyone's just joining me right now, you know the deal. If you are usually hanging out with me live here on Instagram for these weekly Dama News, Q&A always happens at the very end of the show. So please use that question tool down there and ask me a question that I will be answering to the best of my knowledge once we finish up. All right. So, hey, everyone. We're going to be jumping through. I was just looking in and trying to update myself of what's been happening since I've been so busy. Haven't been able to save a lot of the things, and it looks like there's been a good amount of shit going around in the Dama world. So we're going to be going through and probably surprising myself with some of the things that from last week that we didn't get to. So the first one's going to be coming up right away, and it is the 3 lewd kendamas. You guys know about this? Here in Weekly Dama News, I'm just trying to help everyone see what's out there. Even myself, there's a lot of things that I can miss. So definitely let me know in the chat if you found something that I haven't seen yet. But this is one that I found, and I was intrigued because it seems like there'll be more handcrafted, hand-turned kens from Europe, all right? 3 lewd kendamas. 3 lewd hand-turned kendamas fully made. Oh, I'm sorry, I said Europe. Fully made in the USA in Alabama. All right. So this one is a very, very interesting shape. Now, this is the thing that I want us to kind of focus on, because in the kendama world, a lot of people are fresh and new faces, new companies, new people getting into kendama. So there's a lot of history or possibly just the roots that people don't know about, and some people might be like, oh, that's so sad that they don't know. Going back to that 365 Slink Shady little clip that they did where he was at an event and he was asking people if they could name these 3 members of Wenatchee Kendama team or something, right? And people were like, I don't even know who, what's that, and of course there's a lot of people, the OGs, who are like, oh my gosh, crying like you should know the forefathers of kendama. But at the same time, it's knowledge that is awesome to share with everyone, and it is good if you're interested to look back on. But at the same time, it's kind of cool because everyone will have a fresh look of kendama and bring something really, really new to the table that some of the OGs, we might just see it and be like, well, you can't mess with that. That's fine the way it is. But from different eyes and different perspective, things can change. So this is what I see vastly changed in shapes of kendamas. People, especially people that have the equipment to hand turn their kendamas. So 3 lewd is loud, is coming in with this ring. Saw right there. You guys see this? Is there a better shot of it? Great, plying of woods, splicing of woods, layering them together. All right, already got those nice burn lines in there in the sarado, in the big cup area. Oh, I want to see more of that base cup to show you guys. Do you guys know about this? You guys know about this, guys? Just because there. Look at that. It's like some Adrian Esteban type. You could definitely get a few strings in there. I'm sure it's going to feel very unique in the hand. So this is something that is going to help play, take away from play. For me, anything looking at it really quickly, I would assume, because how look at those ridges going in from the top and the bottom, that could probably make that space of the wood pretty weak. So maybe susceptible to early chips, here and there. So something to look out for. Of course, these things are awesome just to look out, because that's one of the ways to appreciate kendama, just the beauty of it, the craftsmanship, especially in these hand turn stuff. Look at that. What do you got? Ash, wedgie, birch, wedgie, maple. All right, then going ash, wedgie. What is that? Birch again, and then maple. Going throughout the whole thing. Oh man, then they have a different version with paddock as well. Looking sexy, looking nice, and everyone, always wants to stand out, and that's such a great thing to do because look at that. He's even got spectre plies out there. amazing stuff to see. Always good to see. So again, everyone, Lude Kendama, 3 Lude, 3 Lude Kendamas, handmade, USA, Albany, Alabama. I said Albany. As I finish sipping my morning coffee, because yes, it is 11 a.m. here in the JP time. A lot of stuff's been going on, so let's just keep on going quickly through. What else we got? I don't even remember. Shneebs! Shneebs! Congrats, Shneebs! Newest player to the 365 team. They're getting ready little by little. The team's growing, all right? We know of the creators, the CEOs, presidents, vice. I don't even know what their exact labels are. But June and Stod are running 365, and they got Shredwin on there, and now here it is. Shneebs is up in there, throwing down, just, making a strong team. So it's really always awesome to see who they're going to put on next, because it's like, you're always going to like outdo yourself. Thinking about like their first drop that they had with Sue Lab, it's like, that's an amazing start. The first batch is going to be a collab with Sue Lab. Who is your first sponsored player, first pro? Oh, okay. Shredwin. Shredwin. So, yes, amazing to see. The whole family's in there. So dope. Congrats on that. As well as, hey, I think some 365 peeps will be going over to Europe for the EKC coming up this weekend. Holy sweat. This weekend, next weekend? I forgot exactly. But we'll get to it. They'll get to it. And connecting with the EKC, someone has been announced as a freestyle judge, someone who's been in the freestyle ring for many years, since he came up from Krom Kendama, has now departed and is almost, a lost soul, maybe sleeping giant, literal giant in the Kendama world. Rolf. I'm trying to remember his last name right now. I'm like, wow, damn, what was it? Something's Vegan's bigger? No, that sounds like German or I don't know. But Rolf is coming in to be a judge for freestyle. This dude, in like, what was it, 2019? Him and Jockbert were the only 2 Westerners to make it to the finals, the top 16s in 2019. He knows what's up. Oh, I think non-seeded, so from qualification rounds to make it there. He knows what's up. It's sad that he's not on Chrome anymore, not a pro, but I'm sure he's doing his own shit. But it's dope to see, he's still with us. He isn't drinking that much. I don't know. I can't speak for him. Okay, so that's dope to see. So anyone's going there, give him a high five. Give him like a gift of cheese. Dude love the cheese. So just cheese him up. Battle of the Delta, excuse me, from Seoul Kendamas has been announced 1 week after Kendama World Cup. It's happening August 6th this year. So for anyone, this is more incentive just if you're going to already be in Japan. Hopefully you can change your tickets for your date of leaving. But I advise everyone, if you ever come to Japan, if you ever have plans to come to KWC, doing that is amazing. It's the Kendama pilgrimage that everyone has to go. You feel like you want to go to. You don't have to, but it's amazing. And I'm sure many people want to, all right? It's coming back to the motherland of Kendama. So going to KWC is amazing, yes, but it's such like a fireball of activity and energy, and you almost are living on planet Kendama for a little too much, right? Especially if it's your first time in Japan, especially outside of the country, possibly. You want to get some of that culture in there. And of course, you do get it going to KWC, but taking yourself out of the mix for a little bit, taking a few days, a week even, staying outside of World Kendama is a good thing. It's super amazing. Battle in the Delta is just another incentive to keep people there for a little longer, and it's going up to Tokyo as well. Tokyo and Hiroshima, very different vibes. Kind of southern Japan versus, main hub, the city of Tokyo, very different vibes. So there's something really cool to, I guess, get out of being Planet Kendama for World Cup, get out of it for a week, relax, detox from the Dama, and then come back into it full force, Battle at the Delta. And I'm sure there won't be many Western players there that will be hanging out. So you will really get to be able to like connect, hang out with a lot of the Japanese crew here in Tokyo, especially. So that is really dope to see. Amazing. And I think this will be their second time. I forgot last time they did Battle of the Delta. Maybe it was last year. Yep. So that's another thing. Okay, what else did we have from 2 weeks ago? Day 1, 2, 3 breakdown of California Kendama Cup. California Kendama Cup is going down. Cali Ken Cup. It's almost like a tongue twister. Cali Ken Cup. Or maybe it sounds like an onomatopoeia for like a horse, like kind of galloping. And registration is open right now. This is being all put together by Quad Kendamas going down in San Diego. Check out their YouTube channel. They have a lot of information that's set up explaining about day 1, 2, 3. 3 days. 3 days, guys. That's pretty big. If anyone's ever tried to put on a kendama event, you know just a single day event can be a handful. It's a lot of stuff to prepare. Depending on how much activities, what you're going to want to do during that event, it's a lot of work. Bro, it's like 3 days? Come on. Are you insane? First day, we'll meet at some Inspiration Park Way at Balboa Park. Okay, beautiful spot. Great space, film, close to the airport. Mini games, raffles, and just good old times. Okay, so it seems like a pretty laid back day 1. Just mini games. Day 2 is comp day. Okay. And then day 3 is again rest day. Big grass area, everyone posts. Roller coasters, arcades, skate parks, and little restaurants. Okay. So there's like 2 just chill days. 1 main comp day in the middle of Saturday, and then 2 chill days just to get out together and just hang out. And that's really cool because, again, when you're hanging out and playing kendama, especially for a comp, depending if you're going there to just connect or if you're going there to compete, you can be in different headspaces. So to have these like extra 2 days to just chill with everyone, make sure you get hugs, plenty of clips, stacked together, what have you. That's a really cool thing that they're doing. KCK. Next up, Wai Chai, and deal with it. Wai Chai, Chai Wai got a new mod, very, very similar to his previous 2 or 3 mods. I think one of them was just a different colored variation, but this one is almost like I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, another colored variation. But actually the illustration on the Tama is different from his previous ones. But the colorway, not the colorway, the design where it's 70-30, that's the same, as well as the Purple Heart stripe in the Sada, though, that is also the same. I believe this is past previous models. So, somebody could make mistakes, as I did, of what exact model this is. But yes, it is his newest mod. What is it? Is there a special name for it? It's just Wai Chai V4. Oh no, I can't find the post. Back. 2023 newest Wai Chai mod. Designed by, GP Ripping? Jip Rip? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Got some homies and Pawa, a skater, because Wai Chai is big into skating. If you follow him, you should go do that over on IG. He's big into skating. I think recently he'll probably post a lot more, especially on his stories, a lot more skate trips and hanging out with his friends, doing some camping, fishing, but a lot of skateboarding too. And I think that's what actually got him into kendama, through skateboarding. So, but he slays. Come on, you guys seen him? Triples and shits. It's off the charts. So go check it out. Support the dude over in Hong Kong. Yeah, we got a Q&A question. We got Q&A happening at the very end. So if you got a question, got one dropped in there right now. Just to let everyone know, drop your questions, hang out at the end, so you can get your answers. Okay, going back over to hanging out in Japan. Okay, World Cup happens. It's happening this year, of course, in person. The regulations to come to Japan have dropped tremendously. Okay, it is official that you don't need any kind of vaccine. You don't need any kind of proof. I don't know. Double check yourself. But I'm pretty sure it's super lax to get into the country. And I've heard that actually going into the US has been kind of a pain in the butt. Like, you definitely need like a lot of extra like checks and whatnot. But that is going to be stopping soon. So it seems like the whole world again little by little, is trying to recover itself from what's been happening, from the shit that's been all over the fans. But hey, you're coming to Japan. If you're sticking around, you're going to come up to Tokyo, example, for Battle at the Delta. Sadly, we know that Sulab is not a shop anymore. It's not a physical retail store that you can come and hang out. Come hang out with me, say what up, hanging out with Sulab, checking out all the Damas, all the paints and stuff, all of the destroyed flooring that he had is now gone. Which makes me think, I'm like, damn, when he was tearing it apart, leaving, I should have gone there and just took one like slat of board. Is that what they're called? Should have taken one just to like put somewhere. But actually the cool thing is I visited Su's house, and there's a lot of the pieces from Su Lab, like some of the counters that he made, a lot of the stuff he took out and fucking put it into his house. And then it's like a part of, he's got like a DVD, Blu-ray shelf, a bunch of like DVD, whatever, Marvel shits. And he just turned it into a book rack. But it's like from the kendama. So amazing, so cool. Any case, as I'm saying, it's so cool. Su Lab is not a thing anymore. If you didn't know, it's gone. But hey, there's a new spot that opened up. Really cool. I'm not sure how new it opened up, but the people who run it have opened their minds and started to enjoy kendama. 2 Fingers Craft Beer. You might have seen it, maybe. So it is a bar in Ikebukuro run by this dude. Actually, I've never been. I'm a huge fan of craft beer, but in Japan, it's pretty expensive. It's hard to find, especially in the supermarkets even, and definitely not at your normal bar. So you always got to go to a special craft place like this. So it's really cool to see. Not only is he a foreigner, all right? I'm not sure where the dude's from. In all of like the videos, he's, I think maybe he's American, maybe he's British. Oh no. Any case, he's gotten into kendamas, connected with Seoul, selling Seoul damas. I've seen Moti jamming in there plenty of times, drinking some nice looking like beers and stuff. So here's a new spot for everyone to join and go to hang out. If you're in planet Japan, world of kendama, this is a place to go and hang out. Even if you're coming outside of any of the comp times, there's no Kendama World Cup, there's no catch and flow happening. There's always mini events like maybe once a month happening, especially now as everyone's getting more comfortable going outside. It's getting really hot outside. You see this suntan? I guess it's looking a little better. Maybe my nose is pretty red. So this new spot in Ikebukuro, which is actually like, it's in Tokyo technically, but it's actually really close to Saitama, really close, 40 minutes about. But it's a good midway point, I feel. So here you go. 2 Fingers, craft beer. Get your beer on and just play kendama. Dude is definitely big into kendama. I always see him just like session kendamas in all of his recent posts that they do. Like it's a bar focusing on craft beer, but now almost like every shot they have, there's like a kendama either in the foreground or the background. So they're doing a lot of like promoting of kendama. They really dig it. So it's really cool. And I got to get myself out there. Beer, kendama. What more could you ask for? All right. Let's see. Oh, other new stuff. Oh my gosh. Have you guys been following the Shmechow? I don't know how you'd pronounce that. Two Bears, guys. He's back on a rip. He's been back for like the past maybe like week or two, posting almost daily. And if for anyone, if you don't know him, like that's totally, he was GT. Oh, not a pro. Oh, what do they call it? Prospects. GT Prospect. Had a Splice Prospect mod. 2 Bears. And as you see, it's just classic cup flowing. If you thought that kendama is all about just like, just like juggles and taps and instas, you forgot all about the cups. The beauty of the cups, the beauty of the flow, and especially with 2 Bears and his gunslinger ability. Oh, and just the tosses. Oh my gosh. You don't see stuff like this anymore. You do. But back in the day, like that was the jam. Like just moon circles. Look, oh my gosh, behind the back, coming around. Fresh style. If you've never seen him before, go follow and just go through the catalog in his like archives, clips and stuff, and see that flow. See how creative and a great just flow again. It's flow. That's all it is. The flow state, the motion, nonstop cupping action. That's how you get cups down. Look at this. What we got? We got 3,000 on this one. Oh, this was the nasty behind the back jam. Oh yeah, I think I watched that one about like 50 times, just to be like, could I do that possibly? And I think in the comments someone was talking about that, and he was saying, he's like, yeah, well, you know, of course I didn't put in the clips of the time I was cracking myself in the face, because yeah, you see that going around his back. Can almost kisses his cheek. Oh, catches it, keeps the momentum. Definitely a tight fingered string as well. Probably like 3-4 finger string. Nice and tight. Look at that. Sling it. Oh, beautiful flowers. No, don't look at the flowers. Look at the beautiful flow. Oh gosh. So yeah, there we go. Oh, dude, those, yeah. Go follow. Shmachow. Shmacho. Shmacho? Oh, so good. So good to see it. So good to see it. All right, there's other events that are happening. Yo, Hive Kendama is coming, correct. So they're getting ready for, what was it called? Utama. Oh, wait. Come on, guys, help me out. What was the event name? I'm scrolling through the Utama Hive. I believe we're putting up a Kendama Jam that's happening. Okay, Kendama Jam. Pre-registration, all divisions. Visit Hive Kendamas. Okay, yeah. Salt Lake City, May. Did it already happen? Am I this late? Playing mini games. Why doesn't it have the date anywhere? Oh, tomorrow. Okay, and that was May 7th. Oh, that's a long time ago. No, it's not. Earlier this month. Okay, any case. Well, they got new stuff. Well, come on. This is for the Salt Lake City exclusive. Limited edition, one of hand painted Damas with their pollinator. Okay, pollinator friends. Inspired by the Tama. What? Hold on. Let me read this. I'm kind of a moron. The limited connection of 4 limited collection of 4 one-of-a-kind hand-painted Tamas inspired by our pollinator friends. Okay. I thought that there was a type of paint that was called like the pollinator. Okay, on top. No, okay, yeah, they're Esteban cleared. Salt Lake City. That's it. Finally, thank you, Nerj. It's on Friday and Saturday this week. Get over to the saltiest of the lakes over in Utah, because there's a lot of cool stuff that the Hive is actually dropping. Bejeweled with what was her name? Kelly Love. Dope illustrator, dropping lots of new stuff. Awesome, like specific dripping kind of inspired center line that she's come up with, that she does a lot, and a dope little awesome, like what does that look like? I don't know what like styling of it is, but really cool. Topped with, a B dot on top, big B dot, different bejeweled, really cool, different aesthetic. And I think they are a 1-of-1. And then you thought that was cool, bam! And then they got together with Ghost Town, as well as a more Adrian Esteban cleared. You got the little leaning tower of Dama right here. Nerj, did you specifically make him leaning, or is it just my what is it called? ADHD, not ADHD. What is it called? But I want to fix it. But still, super dope to see. Again, 1-of-1 guys, and exclusive to this event. So if you're going to an event, if you know a homie that is going to this event, Salt Lake City, this kendama event happening this weekend, you got to let them know to pick something up. What is that? I hit bullseye. That looks like it might be difficult for tracking, but looks really dope. All right. So that's another one. Hopefully there'll be some live streams. Leaned on purpose. Okay. So hopefully, yeah, there'll be some live streams of that. There's a lot of events that happen that a lot of people can't go to, and the only, we all can't afford to get Cody, master of wires and sweets, to do a Twitch stream of these things. So the best thing we could do is grab our little expensive rectangles, digital rectangles, and do some live streaming. Just be careful of the heat. Sometimes it can overheat. Bring extra external battery packs to plug in the bad boy so you can keep everyone filled in. And I would advise people, do a little Q&A. Get the comp, like, that's cool. Let's try to do a little emceeing, if you will, over it. Give a little talk. It's totally fine. Just try it out. Going over to, okay, so there was an event. I did the MC. Maybe you saw it. I'm going to get into it just before the end of this, okay? So I want to go to this one story, and I think this is one of my last ones because I didn't pick up everything, but this is one of the last ones I'm going to talk about right here. Kendama USA Craft releasing a new mod, the Cascade. Cascade, I believe, Lisa, you still here, is the term for a style. How would you say it? It's a certain pattern. It's a juggle pattern, the Cascade. Yay, there she is. So, designed by Kumasubara Lisa Kumasubara. In Japan, you always flip it and you put the last name first when you talk about somebody. And she went in the craft shop. There she is, hanging up the New Zealand flag. And very awesome, really quick, 2 minutes, maybe in a 3-minute, really dope shots of on their YouTube channel of Kendama USA, explaining, Lisa speaking herself, explaining what is the purpose of this, why the size is a little different. I'm pretty sure the classic juggle pattern, there you go, Cascade. So, oh yeah, look at that. You guys want to read? You guys got some time? You sitting on the toilet? Hey, read this. Or even if you're not, you can read it. Or just listen to me because I'm going to explain it right now. Taller spike, lines in the middle right there for tracking, so you know exactly where you hopefully you should be grabbing, kind of a good kind of like training purpose for it. A little more rounded edges, but still able to stall, okay? And inspired by a juggling club, which I have a very old one right here. Can I grab one? I can. Juggling club, definitely a weapon, okay? This bad boy is 2 pounds, so a lot lighter than any kendamas would be. But I guess this one's too old to be like updated of the ones that Lisa has, where there are specific lines. You just thought it was like tape. And yeah, when I saw Rod back in the day, or every once in a while he'll be juggling some clubs, and yeah, there's a line here, like there's a line there. They're like, it looks like it's just the type of pattern that these things had. And so I was like, okay, I guess that's what it is. But just like kendama, yes, there's patterns, they look beautiful and whatnot, but it's not just like, okay, cool, like 2 different colors. No, there's a reason. We have that for tracking so we can visually see where the hole is a little better when it's flipping and rotating, right? So same with the clubs. There was that little grip right there, so you know how to handle it. You want to hold it right there. Holding it right there, I'm guessing, is a bad idea, right? Maybe you can't get such good control. And I think that line would be like right about here. So exactly with the Ken too, that's the inspiration that it has. And it's so cool to see that, because who would have known? I thought when I saw the picture first, before reading any of the information on it, I thought, oh, craft does a lot of like lines in different spots, and oh, maybe they're just, hey, let's put it here. Didn't know there was a specific reason for it. Lisa saying herself, everyone, if you got any questions, or maybe if you're just talking to me, Lisa, just feel free to send me any questions about the shape. So hit her up. And funny enough, me and Lisa recorded a little video. I'll be posting. I got to edit. There's a lot of videos I got to edit, as I always say. But we did a little hangout, a little sesh about how to juggle. So I kind of wish, I had one of these kendamas to test it out, to put 2 and 2 together, because it's not just the kendama, okay? There's so much more to juggling than just the kendama. But to have this kendama that's specifically made by a professional juggler to assist, to help you have you a better tool in your hand for juggling, hey, it might work. But in my case, it probably wouldn't. I'm not that, yeah. So that's amazing to see. Craft, so hand turn, they're going to be a little pricey, but they're going to feel beautiful. And that's the thing. Hand turn, so much more attention to detail. The type of wood it is, right? The quality of the wood too is going to be really on point. So you won't be disappointed. All right. And now we're going into what has happened. Would have been perfect. Now we're going to go to what had happened in the past weekend, why I'm a little sunburned. Yeah, I guess it looks a little pink more than usual. Chimera Games happened in Japan, in Odaiba. If anyone has seen pictures of the big Gundam in Tokyo, it is in Odaiba, and right next to that area, it's like a man-made kind of like, what is it called? An island? No, what is it called? A peninsula? I don't know exactly, but they have a lot of different stores, like massive malls, of course, the big Gundam. So a lot of people go there, a lot of people hang out, and there's this big area that was rented out, and there was the Chimera Games. The Chimera Games is just an event that has been going on for the past 8 years. Took a little break during, all the pandemic and whatnot. And it's a street culture, connecting different types of passions from the not norm, okay? So you have like not motocross, FMX, freestyle motocross. So just going off massive ramps, nitro style. And then there's BMX flatline, there's BMX, ramp, park. There was inline rollerblading. Is that lame to say? Inline roll. There's blading. There was skateboarding. There was extreme pogo. I don't know what that. If just calling it pogo kind of sounds lame. There was extreme pogoing. There was scooters. They were ripping, doing like grinds and shit. There was RC cars. Oh my gosh! If anyone's like a fan of Tomica cars, like the RC remote control cars in Japan, massive, huge thing. It's like, I don't know, maybe in the US, especially my generation, it's like Pogs, but it was a lot stronger and lasted a lot longer. And it's still really cool and a big kind of hobby that people have. But they had this one car that was like maybe their bestseller, like a super classic RC car that they made. And it was like a Beetle, a body on like this monster truck wheels. And they had an actual version of that. They replicated the toy into an actual Beetle that you could sit down in. They had that on display. Got some clips of Nobu actually going in there. And so cool. So you got RC cars, you got actual drifting, and of course you got yo-yo, there was fingerboarding, there was kendama, there was even like yoga, there was so many different styles of dance, belly dance, like hip hop, there was live music. It was nonstop awesomeness. And I was very lucky that Nobu asked me to help MC the Freestyle Dojo, which was a catch and flow kind of like, not like pre-comp, but kind of a way to like hype everyone up, especially to get people who don't know about kendama in the world, that are our Tama influenced world, to understand what freestyle comp is like for kendama. What is the new style of kendama? Because everyone knows kendama in Japan. You pull it up, put on the big cup, cool. And you're a god if you can spike it. But we were there to show them that it's really different now. It's not just that. There's a lot more flow, a lot more style that is put into it. And it's not that difficult to spike it. So all weekend we were helping young kids to older people, getting first spikes, and understanding and showing them on the main stage of this, because there's like 3 different stages. And in the past, Nobu has done an event in this event, and they were on like the side stages. But this year, it was the first time being on the main stage. First time trying out this system of 5-on-5 freestyle. If you guys go to the Catch and Flow Instagram account, and you can see the live stream of how it went down. And it was really, really amazing to see this new style. So really quickly, it was an open qualification round. So we had 2 rounds, 2 times on stage. The first round was qualification rounds, and each day we had a little over 10 people First day was 10 people. Second day was, I think, like 16 people. And they came on stage. They had 1 minute each to show what they got to the judges. Our judges were Seoul, Canada, as well as Easy, Zumadanke, and 1 minute, show them what they got. And the judges took the 5 top scoring people, pitted them up against their master team, which was Yasu, Takuya, Kaito, what? Oh, Shin, little Shin, Shinosuke, just last year's world champion of catch and flow. And then our secret player, Shibuya Rin Shibuya, ex-Kendama USA, now Seoul sponsored player. Those were the master teams. They had to go head to head. And it was really interesting because the way that they did it was the 5 challengers that made it through the qualification rounds, they had the option to choose out of the masters who they wanted to battle. And that was a really cool advantage that they had to try to see who they could possibly take down. But of course, the masters were pretty good. There was a few times the challengers won, so go check out the live stream over on the Catch and Flow account to see how it went down. I think most of the whole stream's up there. I think the longest one is like a 40 minutes or something. So best time, hey, little tip. You can go on a computer instead of using your phone. Go onto a computer and you can check out the Instagram accounts and you can watch the live stream, I was going to say full screen, but it's like vertical full screen, so it's kind of whack. But it's bigger than normal, and you don't have to hold this thing for 40 minutes, okay? So that happened, and I was an MC, a part of it. It was super amazing, super happy to be able to share the stage with an MC legend like Nobu, so thank you so much for that chance. Togo is in here as well. Thank you, Togo-san. It was amazing, and there was other things that happened. There were other collabs that happened, not just with, this massive event and kendama, but a company that customizes cars. They made their own kendama. Liberty Walk, okay? Liberty Walk is this really, really famous car company that soups up cars. What's the term for it? They what are they called? Enhance? No. What's the term for putting extra they just have a bunch of things that they put onto cars to soup them up, I guess, to make them better, to different body kits and whatnot. And they do a lot of work with drifters and drifting. So it was amazing to see stuff like this. Kendama homies in the center getting surrounded by drifting. Yo, this car, I learned that this car, just the engine was, oh my gosh, 1,800 won. I don't know, $100,000, $108,000 possibly, just for the engine for this car. It's a super one-of-a-kind, special made by this company. So anyone is into cars, this was amazing to see. You have our master team is in there right now, tearing it up, as well as Seoul, Canada. And they have, look at this. They got this little spot too. So promoting their kendama, there's the Dean, promoting their kendama. Oh, there's Kengo, sweets kendamas off their mini souped up car that they got. And the champion of champions, Seoul, Canada, just lacing. Funny enough, they're not using the kendama. But still cool to see that, hey, this group, they have a YouTube channel. They're going to be posting probably, I'm not sure exactly when. I'll probably fill you guys, maybe add a clip or something on the stories here at Kendertainment, so you can go check that out. This. Not only did we experience, them getting just almost destroyed by this very expensive car drifting around them, I was there too. I wasn't there tornadoing in the middle of that drift, but we were lucky enough to join and get a seat next to the drifters and experience a drift. Right place, right time. It was seriously amazing. I got a clip. I'm gonna pull up really quickly. Pull up real quick. Oh God, I hit the wrong button. Stupid. All right. Yeah, there we go. I was trying to turn up the volume. And each of us, all of us, all the kendama people, like the boss of this company, he was there and he was like, all right, yo, kendama guys, like come over here. There was only a raffle. There was a special raffle to get a chance to sit in the passenger seat to do the drifting, get that experience. And like there was, I don't know, maybe like 30 people that they had, and the only raffle people won, and they were able to go. And then at the very end, like once they finished, the boss came over. He's like, yo, kendama guys, come over here. And he gave us all a helmet. He's like, all right, time for you guys to go. And we sat down. We did the drifting. Amazing. So cool to see. I have some more clips. I'll be making some vids and putting it up later on. But, you know, more collaborations, more things where we see Japan, stuff that we won't be able to see in North America. So it's really cool to see a car company drifting who is into kendama, because, hey, kendama may have been a part of their life. I tried to get some information about this, which I didn't hear so much. I kind of heard possibly that this or the kendama itself was made at the same factory that Shneebs are made in. You know, and that paint, I don't know. I don't have the new Shneebs foul paint with me. So I can't compare it right now, but this is pretty sticky. It's funny, you know, the box is pretty much just like a copycat of the sweets. No paper, just full plastic. Liberty Walk is the name of they got a Twitter, they got a TikTok, YouTube channel, Instagram, and it's just them like doing like vlog style, like going and talking about cars and stuff. So there hasn't been any announcement on that I've seen too much with the kendama, so maybe from now on. But it was pretty limited edition. They were saying that they only had 100 made of these. It was about $80 just for this guy, and it's like it's just painted white wooden kendama, with this, you know, nice sticky paint. Not even sure if there is a bearing in here. Should we open it up and see if there's a bearing in here? I can't even get it out. All right, there's maybe unboxing happening right now. The Liberty Walk kendama K4M. Oh, we got a booty hole. That's a pretty big booty hole in there. All right, good size. Stalls. And there is no, it's just a normal, but I mean, whatever. Any case, amazing to see stuff you won't be able to see, collabs like that happening in the kendama world and other worlds that are just like nerds, like nerds. You know, think about people who are into cars so much that like that's all they live for. That's how they live as well. About just drifting cars, you're just playing around, right? Of course, yeah, there's races and stuff, but it's gone to like a street level where it was like kind of underground, like things you shouldn't be doing. Police are chasing you, up until like, hey, it's an actual way of an official way to race, right? Same with kendama. It's gonna take a while, but collabs like this, making other people see how official kendama, how deep into it people can go, is awesome to see. Amazing. Bam. Hey, that's it. That's all the stories, the posts that I saved from Instagram. So it's Q&A time. If you got a question for me, use the little question tool down there and ask me right now. We only got 2 in there, so let's see what these questions are. Okay. Oh, nice. Awesome. So, Nerds coming in. Just let everyone know again, hey, plug Salt Lake City happening this weekend. But bees, mountains, Salt Lake City. You know, good job on the naming. I'm going to probably continue to say Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. Good. I like it. Next one, also from Nerds. Oh, I almost forgot. Yes. Did you see that Caden Lindenberg, Kendama Caden, has made a return? This guy, I've never met him. I've only seen videos of him, pictures of him. Massive dude. Like, I don't know how tall he is. He looks pretty tall. But as well as like young, he's done awesome. Looks like he's gone lost some weight as well. So good for him. But I just remember him, being like massive dude, massive slayer as well. Dude was destroying Ken flips, different types of like multiple flips. That's the thing I remember the most. Instead of like juggling, I just remember like so many Ken flips, like pulling up like triple Ken flips or something. Doing multiple like lighthouse flips, lunar flips and stuff. Definitely someone who's been in there for a long time. Always had, the bandana. Been in the scene for a very long time, and I guess disappeared. I never followed him, and I think it was through maybe Nerds, through you. Maybe you shared that it's like he has returned. And I was like, yeah. There's a lot of players back in the day who were amazing, who kind of just dropped off playing at kendama. For whatever reasons, life happens and stuff. But it's cool to see some people coming back. So there you go. You got two people from a little bit ago coming back. Two bears, Caden, Kendama Caden, coming back, showing that, hey, they still play kendama. And they can still hold their own, looks like, especially in their style of play. So it's awesome. There you go. He's got to be like 6'5". And he's going to that area, the Salt Lake City, recently. There you go. Maybe that's what's got him get his fire all riled up again to play kendama. Having a crew, having a team, people there to play. That's it. That's what you need. Motivation, connection. The passion, of course, we all have it, but connecting to other people and feeling the vibes off of each other is just going to heighten the experience. And that's why everyone always says, if you have a chance to go to a kendama event, go. Give your experience. If you feel like you've hit like a plateau of your kendama play, or even just of your love for the game, go to an event. It's going to give you a reinvigoration of the passion side of it, as well as going to give you a lot of just creative, different kind of outlook on your tricks, how to play. You're going to learn some new tricks. You're going to see how other people play. And it's just going to give you more motivation and energy to, hey, maybe try some new tricks, challenge yourself, or just get back on the posting side of it, or not, or just understand how happy you are with kendama as just being something in your life that helps you connect with people from possibly around the world, just to be like, hey, what's up? We're homies. We're cool. This is amazing. Yes. We got another question? All right. Kendama Ox, not sure if you've spoken about it already, but any news on why Chrome website is offline? I did not know that the Chrome website was offline. Really? Other people know about this? Chrome Kendama, clicking on the Instagram, official, okay, click accept. Oh, I don't want to accept cookies. Time it. Euro or Japan? I'll click Japan, I guess. Oh, okay. What does it say? Website, under construction, shop here. Okay, so you can't shop because it's under construction. Hey, has anyone ever tried to make a website? It's difficult. And maybe if you have to change something, depending on website providers, like if you want to just like take everything down and try to like revamp and do something new, or put something like add a new feature to the website, who knows? But that could cause, a website to be like, all right, we just got to turn the whole thing off to make sure nothing happens while we fix something or add something to it. I don't know. Oh, it's been down for a long time. I haven't posted much in the chat. Jokeport says some news is coming, but that's been a while ago. Seems something interesting is happening. Probably rebranding. Yeah. I have heard. Yes. I would say, from the information that I have, everyone, I would say that Lisa's probably the closest of what actually no, because something new is coming soon. That's correct. Lisa mentioning rebranding. Yeah, I would say so. So new things are happening for Chrome, and I will be letting them pretty much come out and say whatever that information is, because hey, I respect what's happening and I respect the people who are doing it. So Chrome, plenty of pros, amazing brands, amazing stuff that they've been doing for the kendama community for such a long time, and happy to see what the future holds for Chrome. That's my comment on it. But hey, in other news, if you wanted to know what happened, how Chrome got started, yeah. Finally, Dama Nerds episode 5.7 is out. Very excited that that thing is finally done for one and out for everyone to enjoy. Me, Rod, got to Sumida, Tokyo in Moo Coffee, sat down with the one and only Takeo Mei, found one of the founders of Chrome Kendama, and shot the shit for about 2 hours talking about Chrome's history and his history being involved in it, as well as like other stuff, personal life as well. So go check it out. Any place you get your podcasts, YouTube channel's up. If you are amazing, even more than everyone just here, but if you're supporting on Patreon, then the full 2-hour video is up there for you to enjoy as well. And yeah, you might have been like, come on, MJ, was that say it was recorded December 7th? The day or like few days, maybe 2-3 days before Catch and Flow happened last year, December 7th, we recorded that. And I've been all over the place and finally have been just sat down and focused on getting it done. So there it is. It's out. There's another video. There's another episode that has been recorded in December after Catch and Flow. That will be the next episode 5.8. Haven't started, working on it yet, but that's my goal for the end of this month, which is, or actually, no, I'm not going to say that because that's end of this month is like soon. But it should be coming soon. We recorded a new episode to let everyone know things are happening. But that's it, everyone. Yes. Thank you all for hanging out. Weekly Dama News. I'm your host, MJ from Kendertainment, trying to help everyone out. Open the conversation about this wooden ball and cup that we all love so much, and just share information, make a little community right here so we can connect. All right. So again, thank you so much. Kendertainment's Weekly Dama News. I already said that. Hey, we're going to be putting this up on the Weekly Dama News YouTube channel, so you can watch this whole thing, scroll a lot better than here on, because you can't scroll at all on Instagram. So if you're watching playback, you got to watch the whole thing. So go over to the YouTube, like, comment over there, subscribe there, and, you can watch it a lot easier over there, as well as, hey, what else we got? Podcast version, audio version. If you're just sitting at home, if you're sitting in your car, driving somewhere, working somewhere where you can put headphones in, you can check out the Weekly Dama News, all the past episodes too. Hear my voice if you want even more ramble about things that happened in the past news of kendama. Here and there I give a little anecdotes and stories behind the scenes possibly of some things. So it's not just old news. You might pick up some information here and there. And hey, if you're a real G or whatever, amazing person, want to support me in any way, Patreon is a place to do that. So you can go over to the Patreon Kendertainment channel website and see what I have. There's different tiers that you can help me out with. And I just thank everyone who is doing that. And if you're thinking about it, do it. Why not? Give it a try. So I think it's cool. New things out on the horizon. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Weekly Dama News. We'll be here next week for another one. Have a good day, good evening, good morning, afternoon, what have you. Keep it clean.